Well, hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful, I cannot even speak. Hope you have fun. Oh my God. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. We are doing great. We're in a tight shirt and getting fatter, and it's just crazy. Anyway, welcome. Welcome to the stream. It's Wednesday. It's nice late in the evening. I'm exhausted, but, happy to be playing. You know how it is. If it's not one thing, it's another. Yesterday, we were happy to stream, and then what happened? The freaking thing crashed on us. So at that point, I was like, you know what? This is a sign. Let's just quit while we're ahead. So we didn't start again. But I think we likely just going to drop that. We're going to delete that play because what's going to likely happen here is that, yeah, when we quit, we couldn't say we were in the middle of a conversation. So we ended up, basically, we're starting from when we were starting yesterday. So yesterday essentially did not happen. Do over. It's Groundhog Day, It's going to start over and get it done. This happened to us the other day, but at least we were able to kind of like progress the story to the point where we had left it. In this one, it's not even worth it. We were just barely on the second conversation across the room, which is I'm already regretting, or not regretting, but not being happy about it. I don't know what the word is for that. Upset, I guess. I'm already a little bit upset about thinking about the fact that I have to go through this conversation again. I like this idea that you play two different characters, you get two different perspectives of the story, which is one of the main bonuses of, I don't know, one of the main attractions of this game if you're into story-driven games. It's absolutely the story, right? It's enthralling, it's intriguing, it's well developed. The set pieces are played immaculately, and so it's interesting, right? They're doing a good job. But by the same token, I was falling asleep because I can't help it. I'm tired. I've been working all day. I don't go to sleep too early. I wake up too early. I want to sleep in like 4 to 5 hours. So it's difficult to not fall asleep when, there's a lot of talking with no action. No matter how much you're enjoying it. Anyway, so, without further ado, let's just get into it. We're still playing as, what is his name? I always forget his freaking name. Godwin, carajo. So we're as Godwin with Capon after we saved him and his friend. We're gonna skip through a lot of the dialogue. I apologize. Well, I'll try not to skip, but Jesus, it's gonna be difficult because we already went through a lot of this, and it's gonna be difficult to go through it again. Oh my God, it crashed again. No, but this one it was the game. That's fine. We'll send it. At least it wasn't the stream. Yesterday was the stream. So we can restart the game. That's no big deal. No big deal. No big deal. Now I'm wondering why. Do we need to do an update, a driver update? I think the latest driver is up and running. Yeah, we're good with the latest. I hope the problem is not the driver. Oh, there was a message. Give me 1 second. What was the message? No. Never mind. It's just support. Okay. It's all good. Okay. All right. Let's try again. So I don't know what happened. Of course, it's very, very disappointing and very, very fucking scary when this game crashes because of the fact that it doesn't save often enough. Which is, I guess it's fair if you die or something like that. And yeah, I mean, you took the risk. So don't blame me if I try to always save before I go to fight. But it's not fair when you've done all this stuff and, you lose progress because the freaking game crashes. Oh, that is painful. So let's see. Hopefully it won't crash this time. I don't know what the hell happened. We have to see about... So the last time we were having issues with the game crashing, hilariously enough, it was because our processor was too fast. I don't know if that's funny or not, but I'm definitely laughing. So yeah, it seemed to be the so we'll find out if that's the problem. Anyway, let's get into the dialogue.
Such rare guests. I'm Godwin.
Yes.
How do you know I'm a...
It's not difficult, and we are both. I'm Yehuda, and this is
Who would rather
Samuel
not be here?
be here,
We have to
yeah.
come here, say.
It's his apprentice.
because we
Whatever.
all need, and why?
Are you here to arrange
business.
some trade?
We
We're
have
more important
serious
things than train,
the
yeah.
situation in the
Yeah,
town.
so they're
You
gonna
have
give us
men
money,
and
they're
weapons.
donating money for
Why are you
free.
telling this to a...
Everything in good.
Did you
Yeah.
come to lend money?
Not to land.
You
To
don't
give,
even know if you could...
yeah.
You remind me... Henry. You know it. That
Yeah,
would be
that's right, we did not Henry.
Henry's done a few things.
We're doing the same
Supposed to
dialogue,
become a
because I don't want to learn a
And
new one.
instead- Wait, from Scarlet's?
Yes,
I knew
yes.
of
Apparently he's the son of our adopted father.
Martin.
My daughter.
The oh my god, I've been eating
most,
so much bread. I
and
can
that
see the
is
difference
why
in my
Samuel
stomach.
is in this world.
I just started losing weight, man.
For
It started
our
working out. Good.
numerous sins.
Yeah, so muscles back in this body.
But he certainly didn't act like one.
And that was
Why?
That's fine.
Don't make... At least he took Henry's...
I don't care.
that
Yes.
boy
A person...
Enough.
for that.
Okay.
Good health.
L'chaim.
Yeah, and we ended up drinking, blah blah blah. Oh, which is good because I forget that we're basically alcoholics. Alrighty, and that's the conversation. Okay. Unfortunately, this is where the game crashed last time. I don't know if I want to waste... How many do we have? We have one save for this character. Okay, well, fuck. We're gonna hope and pray that it doesn't crash
Good
again.
health.
Baron, I am a...
My word.
Mais non.
Yeah.
It's a How did you...
Ah, and on... Oh,
Here's the thing I have. Yeah, we have one to war.
You're quite mistaken, monsieur.
Yeah.
this Bohemia is a strange
Yeah.
land. Do tell me about it.
My
Yeah.
last big...
Fought in Kosovo, blah blah blah. We didn't like it.
The Lord moved.
Yeah, you say you were a poet.
Where have you been on your...
But of course, if you are, and if you are...
And you wouldn't by any
Yeah.
chance...
Which one do you
Hero
mean?
in the with
You say you're a
poetry.
poet.
Jamais. I think
Yeah,
How come...
I am a... My great bit there.
yeah, whatever. Okay, cool. All right, so now we get some progress. Good. I think we're past the point. This is how bad it was. It took 15 minutes, I think, to just go through all that fucking conversation.
Dear friends and allies,
No, cierto. We went through these too, by the way.
in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next?
Yeah, we also saw this.
Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary. And here, too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess. Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned
The thing that we did to
raids,
his eye.
we could have him in our fists.
At what
To
price?
know that it was us that did it
Have you got
makes me
men
feel
to spare?
proud.
Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That horse won't fall easily.
Only we
That
can't
horse
Are
on.
we to get ourselves killed?
end with nothing.
While this is happening, I'm gonna go get a drink of water. I'll be right back. If I remember correctly, there's still some. Oh, we start talking to this guy. Give me a second. I'm just gonna step away for a second. I'm not gonna even stop the stream. Give me a second.
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Well, that went just as expected. Good health. And to yours.
Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here?
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst, of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein.
John of
And you must be
Liechtenstein.
Godwin, the son of...
That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that?
I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today's gathering.
Is that so?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
Okay. I don't have anything better to
As
do.
it
That's right.
happens,
That's what we said yesterday.
I've got nothing better to do.
I forgot that we had
Excellent.
gone to
I
discuss.
expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain shortcomings.
So we agreed to help him,
That's a weak word.
The
and they
way
didn't save it.
stands at the
See, that's the other thing
moment,
that pisses me about
he'll
this game.
never get the support of the council. But I have an idea how to change that.
Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
I was hesitant about this. Okay.
When Sigismund sees that, he'll be off to Hungary all the sooner. At a gallop.
Exactly. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources.
My stomach hurts.
He's
I
able
ate
to
too
tackle
much, as
fortresses that
usual.
aren't able to defend themselves. But he won't engage an equal force on the battlefield.
A whole bag of sabritones, papitas,
That would be a disgrace.
and then some
And that's
rice
exactly
and...
why
And then I ate
we'll
very
wait
healthy
until he's called back
after
to
I ate a
Hungary
whole
by
bag of
events
papitas.
there. For the plan to work, we need
Gosh.
allies, their money and their determination.
Well, relatively
We've
healthy,
already
actually.
set the ground for it. We just
I just need to control my
negotiators who will push the
carbs
right people
intake.
in the right direction.
I still had a lot of
Saying
carbs. I
you
had a
set everything in
freaking
motion,
whole
even
piece of
before
bread.
Jobst.
More like in parallel, but without his knowledge. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win.
You've got an interesting way of approaching things.
You're certainly not the first to tell me that. I take it as a compliment.
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths. And also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
I'll help you.
Ah, my stomach.
What exactly should I do?
I'll give you 3 names. Botchek of Kunstadt, Haman Alder, and Anna of Val.
I already tired.
If you can get those
I need to
3
talk
on our
to
side,
all of them. Oh my god.
we've won the day.
That's what happened yesterday.
Meanwhile,
Probably my bad vibes
I'll take care
killed
of
the stream.
Jobst.
What if it doesn't work?
I refuse to even consider that outcome. Because it would mean slow, but certain defeat for all of us.
Why me, of all people?
Because you've got a head on your shoulders. You know how to talk, and you're not just out for your own good. You and your friend Henry are similar in that respect. That's why I know I can count on you both. There aren't many like you two left.
Tell me a bit more about those people, so I know who I'm dealing with.
Certainly. Who do you want to start with?
Botchek of Kunststadt. I know the name, but I can't quite place him.
That's just the thing. He's got massive estates, great influence, but he holds back. He doesn't play the big game, because he doesn't like to take risks. He always goes for the sure thing. But once he's made his mind up, not even a pair of oxen will hold him back.
Okay.
Alder the Alderman. Wasn't he a Kuttenberg councillor?
He still is. The only one who retained his position after the city was taken. Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Kuttenberg. So his days in the council are numbered. But he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds and the rich burghers. And that's why we need him.
Anna of Waldstein. The widow of that rich mine owner. What was his name?
Wenzel Bartosz.
Wenzel
And I'm not
Bartosz,
surprised you
okay.
forgot.
I was quite surprised to see her here. Assemblies like this are more of a...
A male affair? So far, Godwins, so far. Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplary young widow. But don't trust appearances. She's got claws, she knows how to do her sums, and she certainly has no love lost for
She knows
Sigismund.
mads.
And what use
Mads.
can she be
No,
to us?
mad. Oh my god,
Apart
mad.
from her late husband's money, of
I
course.
can't say it.
She's as
There's so many
sharp as
words
they
that
come when it comes
you
to
know
trade.
are difficult to
And
pronounce.
she knows a thing or two
But
about
enunciate.
diplomacy. There are
Pronounce.
wicked tongues that claim Bartosz acquired most of his wealth thanks to her,
Hmm.
and that it was thanks to her that he died, too.
Oh wow. Alrighty, well, we know
I'll
about
get
them.
on it then. Wish me luck.
I wish us both luck. Before the day is over, the die will be cast.
The die will be cast.
Success to our plans.
We're heavy drinkers, so we should be good. Especially this old geezer. Alrighty, so... Oh, but this time we didn't have the... Yeah, this is the good news. We did not have the moonshine first. Alrighty, so... This is noble, so is this Anne? Yeah.
God be with you, noble lady. There's something I'd like to ask of you.
God be with you. What would that be?
Your
Skip.
diplomatic support. And your money.
No beating around the bush, eh? I like that. But what do you want my money for?
Margrave Yob's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources to...
To muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ. Be praised. You're astute.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions is a necessity. Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
Hit the nail on the head again, Mom. You're well informed.
I am rarely mistaken.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this crowd.
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine. And beneficial deals.
Then you're in the right place. This occasion provides all of those things.
The wine here is average. The cooks lack imagination. And I have yet to hear any interesting offers. So, to the point. What is it that Liechtenstein wants from me?
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to parley more effectively with Sigismund.
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me for help? Why should I, of all people, take the risk?
It's not only your money we're interested in. You're well able to negotiate and trade. And if you were to take part in our plan...
Then I'd be helpful to you on two fronts. If you want me to support you, you must give me a good reason. Perhaps a favor in return.
Do you have something in particular in mind?
Well, one of the guests here has something that shouldn't get into the wrong hands.
Oh, we have secrets, eh?
Common Alder. Now, if you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him, I would support your proposal.
Okay.
Have you fallen out with the town councillor?
No. Alder is innocent in the matter. My relatives from the House of Bartosz are behind it all. They're disappointed that I dared outlive my husband, and the fact that I'm handling his estates makes their hair stand on end.
Aha.
All right, I'll help you. Or at least I'll give it a try.
Alder will surely have the papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed on the outer courtyard. Bring them to me, and put these there instead. But
Okay.
watch yourself. Odoran's groom has eyes everywhere.
Crap. Okay.
I'll tell you, nobody has to like
Do we have the same skills? I don't know. I don't even know if we have the same skills, to be honest with you. I bet what skills do we have? We're level 22, first of all, so I think we don't. Okay. We're definitely noisy. Okay. No, we definitely don't have. I don't remember, but I don't think we do. How do we get down? I thought surely this would be the way. Okay. MasterCard. Okay, so it is in here.
What brings you here?
Oh,
Greetings. What do you need?
I just need to get something from the shed. You know what? Take this here. And you saw nothing. All right?
And what's there to see?
Not a sausage.
I hope we don't need that money later. Okay, papers are switched. All easy peasy. I don't know if this is the right way. I think I'm going the long way here. There's these others.
God bless.
God bless, my friend. My friend. Alright, I think this is yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, we just went the long way. The door was right there next to us. That's hilarious. Alright. So then we want to speak to Martin. We need Haman Alden and Sochin of Kunda. No. It's Haman. Okay.
I'd like to check your horses out. See if they're as good as you say.
Ha! Even better. But you won't believe it until you see for yourself.
And you might not believe your eyes when you do see them. Well, we have a new guest.
I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without it by your leave. Or to arrest my guests some more?
I want to have a word with Older.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I apologize, Father.
For interrupting our conversation? Or just for being you?
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up then. What are you doing here?
I did not know that was our father.
I came with a delegation from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
Is this a joke?
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat, only interested in wenches and booze. I got him a place at the Archbishopric to have some sense beaten into his head. Only it wasn't long before they kicked him out. And then I find out he's settled in some backwater parish in Sasau. But he took his boozing and whoring along with him, lost everything, and then came creeping home again. Huh?
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer courtyard.
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the way you disgraced our whole family?
I wouldn't set foot here if I had a choice. Better to be a priest in some backwater than have a father like you.
How dare you?
You're as shit a father as I am a son. We've got nothing to blame each other for. And now let me speak to Older.
You're dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor.
If you had any, you'd be...
That's enough.
Christopher.
Is that my brother?
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel.
Oh, God.
We've never met, and we have no cause to be enemies. Take back your challenge, and we'll sort things out peacefully.
You've got no other option. You insulted Father's honor.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for violence. I can have a word in private with Lord Odorin, the second, as he desires, and then...
Out of the question. This uncouth lout needs a lesson, and he's got plenty to learn from Christopher. By God's grace, I have at least one son I can be proud of.
You want satisfaction? You'll get nothing but shame. As always. Suit yourself, then. We'll fight. Come to the outer courtyard, but quietly. We don't have to put on a show for the crowd.
After you.
Well, that's that. Now, where were we?
Shouldn't we rather...
No, Christopher would sort it out, you'll see.
God.
Make room for us.
God
We'll
dang
just
it.
settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel, man against man. Stay back.
Look in my
Enough.
eyes, not at my sword.
That will do. My God. Where did you learn to wield a sword like that? Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. But you could teach sword fighting in a school.
I was in a war. Right after they kicked me out of the Archbishopric. And you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
Aye. Well, I apologize for going off like that.
So fucking blooded up.
So Father would be satisfied. I know. Only he'll never be satisfied. The sooner you realize that, the better.
I thought he was the way he was because his first son let him down. And he hoped at least his second would become something.
And no luck again, eh? When I was 6 years old, I fell off a horse and broke my leg. He wouldn't talk to me for a week because I'd let him down.
The first time he took me hunting, he let me starve for 3 days until I was able to shoot my first hare.
Only 3 days. He got soft.
I always wondered who you were. There was never much talk about you at home.
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled and boozed until they threw me out of my own parish. But now,
I miss Mott.
I have a chance to put things to rights a little.
And that's why you want to talk to Alder.
Aye. The outcome of this war depends on it.
That sounds very important, considering you and Alder are both pretty small players. After your encounter with Father, it won't be easy to get to Alder. Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it. Unless you want to anger Father even more.
What else can I do, though?
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure. But you'll have to trust me. And tell me what it's all about.
Oh, shit.
All right, then. You've heard Yob's plan, right? It's a nice idea, but we can't wait around without an army to back us up.
Only no one's going to pay for one, because that would be an outright admission of rebelling against Sigismund.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund. If he agrees, they'll follow.
I expect Alder's not the only one you're after.
You got that right.
Leave Alder to me. The plan sounds sensible, and he's no fool.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can drag me to a tavern sometime. Pa doesn't need to know about it.
You're starting to sound like a brother.
Sorry that we beat the shit out of you. But that the perfect counter is a good thing to learn early in the game. I must admit, somebody suggested it, and I listened. What's over here? Oh, this is the kitchen. Chinga. I am truly... It's almost like I am actually drunk. Let's drink a little bit just to make sure that we don't lose our booze. Our boozy booze. We need to be careful because we're probably not gonna be... We're gonna be drinking more. And we're already satisfied food-wise. Do we need to talk to her again? Yeah, we do actually. To tell her that
I've
we
got
did.
those papers from Alder for you.
Quiet! You don't have to announce it to everyone.
Lady, with all the clamor going on here, I can hardly hear my own thoughts. Here they are.
You're more capable than I expected. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome. And now you're part of the bargain.
As agreed. I will support Liechtenstein's proposal with both words and money.
Thank you, noble lady. God will...
Yes, quite. But let's drink to our bargain.
I knew it.
How could I refuse a toast with such a fine lady? To your health, Lady Anne.
I knew it,
And
goddammit.
for the success
I'm
of
glad
our
I didn't
efforts.
do the Mundschein, carajo. We're gonna get nice and fat like real life. Awesome. Okay. Okay, so we got support from Anne. Now only... oh, he's downstairs. All right, let's go. Sometimes my mouse doesn't respond as well as it should, being that it is a pretty freaking... Wait. Okay, so now he's upstairs. Oh, wait. And now he's downstairs? Wait a second. What is going on here? What is going on here? What is going on here? Oh, shit.
We're trying to forge an alliance against our common enemy.
They're trying to do one thing.
Isn't that the guy we need to talk to? Butchin? Of Kunstein or whatever the hell his name is? Yeah, Butchin of Kunstein. That's his name.
Line their pockets.
Oh, it's
They
this way.
remember well how the burghers in Moravia...
Sir Bocek, I need to speak with you for a moment.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips and someone comes along to put a flea in his ear. Yours comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're all jostling to win me over for him.
On the contrary, I've come here with an idea how to improve it.
Does that improvement include a few thousand men at arms? If not, you can go to the devil with it.
A few thousand men at arms has a convincing argument. And 100 horsemen on top. Only in order to get them, we need coin.
You've got my attention, but not my money yet.
How can I persuade you?
I need guarantees of security. I don't want to end up like Rutard.
Of course. Once it comes to protecting property, ideals go out the window.
You can talk, since you haven't got a pot to piss in yourself. If you were in my position, you'd think differently. I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord blessed me with a large family. I can't risk it all in a conflict with Sigismund.
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold if you openly oppose Sigismund.
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Maybe it's enough to find a
Okay.
suitable groom among the allies.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept. I don't want her to be unhappy.
Okay.
How about young Lord Capon?
He's a youngster still.
Okay.
Maybe you're right. I reckon he's not ready for marriage yet.
No man of any age ever is. But it's especially true for young rascals like that one. On the other hand, the Lords of Lipa have a good reputation, and Hanush can always be relied on, despite his temper. Maybe it's not such a bad idea.
So, will you support our plan?
You're selling the skin of a boar that's still grunting. First, I want a confirmation that the wedding will take place as soon as possible.
And what if Lord Capon refuses?
I don't care what the young lord thinks. Hanush is the one to decide. If he agrees, I'll be happy to support your plan.
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to save the kingdom. Things have come to a pretty pass.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice. Now stop dilly-dallying and go and tell Hanush.
God damn it. Okay. So I don't know if Liechtenstein was the better choice. Perhaps not. Okay.
Take a look at that.
Sir Hanush, I bring happy tidings.
You do? Let's hear it then.
He doesn't look like he would sound like that, you know?
I've gained us a powerful ally.
And who is it? I hope it's not one of those Kuttenberg stuffed guys.
On the contrary, it's Bocek, the elder of Kunstadt and Podjebrad.
Kunstadt? My Christ, he's the last one I'd have expected to step up. How the hell did you do it?
Well, there's one little catch. I had to promise him... I don't even know how to begin.
Out with it.
Lord Kunstadt has a niece, so I arranged a betrothal for young Lord Capon, with your blessing if you agree.
Oh my god, don't fucking freeze right now. No! Come on, dude. I don't know if he has saved at all. I don't know if he has saved anything. No! No. This couldn't be the worst moment. This could not be the worst moment. This could not have come at a worse time. This is crazy. No! You stupid game. You stupid game that I love. It's like a bad toxic relationship, you know? They hurt you, but you come back. God damn it. How long has it been? It's been an hour? It's been 39 minutes, man, of misery. We made so much progress. I don't think he has saved. Oh, maybe he did save. God, maybe he did save when I didn't see, but maybe he did save when we were. God, look at me desperately trying to figure out if the stupid game saved when we were when we did the one thing for her, or when this guy. Can we? Oh my God, I have to close the program. Ah, Jesus. Ay. I swear to God. Why is he so finicky? Let me see something, by the way. Oh. That hurt a lot. That hurt a lot. Oh my God, dude. Okay, let's go check it out again. Oh my God, dude. Why is it game so unstable? We have a freaking super powerful machine. Not to brag, it's just that, you know, that's the whole point is that I like playing games and I want to make sure that this kind of shit don't happen. But I mean, the problem is that this happens all the time. Too many custom things, too many drivers, too many things. And I don't use it. I used to combine my work computer and my, personal computer, in case I couldn't, have my computer if it broke. Man, I have nothing. This is pristine. I don't do any other software. I mean, it's all online. I do personal budgeting stuff and whatever, but there's nothing else happening in my computer. And plus, as a developer, I use a Mac. Oh my God, look at this bullshit. It had not saved it at all. Oh my God, guys, I'm just gonna speed through all of this bullshit. Oh, what happened? Oh, okay. We actually...
God be with you, noble lady. There's something...
God be with you.
You're...
No, be...
Margrave...
To...
Christ.
Okay.
I should say, although...
So, okay, so it's saved here. How do you know about Liechtenstein?
I am
I'd say-
not only for
Then you're...
so nothing.
It's... you well...
Then if you
Do you have...
well, how now?
Have you...
No, they're discipline the fact.
All right.
Alder, bring, but watch us.
Okay. Fuck, we'll have to save it. Oh, at least we know now the right way to go quickly. God damn it, man. Oh, what happened? The guy is not here. Okay. Oh shit.
What brings you here?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
What brings you here?
Nothing. Nothing. Do not worry about that. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Nothing so nothing. Alrighty.
I've got those papers from all...
Quiet.
Lay the on. You're welcome.
As agreed.
Thank you.
Yes, quite.
How could I...
And
Awesome. Okay. God damn it, we don't have enough. I wonder if we can buy some. Is there anybody selling? I don't think there's anybody. There's beds and...
was resting under it, not for shade, but because it was pissing down.
Oh, God damn it.
Aye, but the weather had been stormy for a few days, so one of the branches snapped and fell off.
Damn it.
Nothing happened to the noble.
God damn it, God damn it, God damn it, God damn it. So, okay, so then let's talk to our father. Go through the same conversation.
Nobody has the likes of these.
I'd like to check your...
Ha!
And you might not...
Well.
I wanted...
You wanted...
I want to have a...
Well... Is that you?
I came...
Why? 20 years ago, I got only... And then... But he tries to... You have to...
I wouldn't...
How?
That's in...
Christopher.
You won't get... You've got gentlemen. I can...
Out of the... And he's got...
You want... Soldiers...
After you.
Well...
Shouldn't we...
No.
God damn
room
it.
for us. We'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel, man against man. Stay back.
What's wrong with your legs?
My God.
I was... And why? So only... When he wouldn't... Look, but now...
And...
That's... what else?
I think they're still the same choices.
Oh, it's only old...
Leave Alder...
I don't... You can...
Awesome. Okay, good. So that's taken care of. Shit, let's save it at least now. I think we have one. We have the ability to save it once. This is good enough for me. Alright, so... Did it save? God damn it. Alright, load. Yeah, it just saved. Right? 23:21. What time is it? Yes. Whew, okay. I mean, if we could find... There's a snaps.
And with you?
Could there be... Could there be somewhere... I mean, technically it's our house. So we're technically not robbing anything if we peruse, right? I just want to find a new, another snaps. We got another, yeah. Saving snaps. Do we have recipes? I don't know if we have recipes as this guy. Crafting. So we do have save your snap. If we just don't have any freaking... God damn it. Okay. Do we have anything in here? No, of course we don't. God damn it. Okay. Mm-hmm.
God bless, sir. Greetings.
What's over here? I know this place. Nothing. Nothing. Bread. Beer. Okay. Let's see if any of these dudes. Oh, okay. But we can check everything because technically this is our house, right? So we're technically not stealing anything if we just check around. God damn it. Damn it. God dang it. Oh, it's just it leads nowhere. Okay, fine. I don't see any other concoctions for saving. Alrighty, well, shit. We're shit out of luck. Alright, let's go talk to the dude. I want to propose Liechtenstein. What about over here? What's down here? Okay. So here, could there be any? Damn it. Nothing. Mm-hmm. God damn it. Okay. Nothing in the cellar. Nothing anywhere. Alright. Well, fuck. Sorry.
Sir Bocek,
A man. Jobs come
on the con.
Does that in...
Only an...
You've got my... I need... You can... I
so
my... If I...
maybe it...
Perhaps...
I believe Liechtenstein is single.
And an uncertain party. Besides, he's inconvenient for Sigismund. Yitka could end up being a pawn to blackmail both of us.
Okay.
How about you?
He's a...
Maybe you're right.
No, man, but it's a special... On the up, maybe.
So...
Yours first. I don't care if he... The kingdom...
Okay. Awesome. Alright. Alright. Okay. Let's see if he doesn't freaking us this time. Alrighty.
Sir Hanush,
You do?
I've
I know it on Kunst. How the hell?
Well, I explained to him how such an alliance could be mutually beneficial.
Mutually? What is it?
We're being...
He's got a pretty serious personal interest in this... bond.
Stop beating around the bush and spit out what you promised him.
Lord Kunstad has a niece, so I arranged a betrothal for young Lord Capon, with your blessing if you agree.
Hans Capon is to marry Yitka of Kunstad. Godwin, you conniving old bastard. Oh, fuck. I don't believe it. So, young Hans is to marry Kunstad's daughter?
Niece.
If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get the Rattay parish.
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa. Or what about a bishopric?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a wedding. My word to Hans. I want to tell him my...
He's right there next to us!
But let's drink to it, shall we?
Cheers!
Cheers to you! And to your parlaying skills!
He's super happy. That's hilarious. I love it. He's right. I know, I'm sorry. From behind him with the haircut. I thought it was Capon. Alrighty, so I was wrong. I apologize, stupid game. God, I wish I could save it. Ah. Okay, so let's go. Oh, sorry. I need to go back to this dude. Which still tells us that he's upstairs. That's so stupid.
Sir Bocek, your niece Yitka can start preparing for her wedding.
The fake smile.
Agree. Without reservations.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill my end of the bargain without reservation.
Thank you, Lord of Kunstad.
Enough formality. We'll have a drink. What do you say?
Let's do it. Of course.
Cheers to the beautiful Lady Yitka and the unhappy Lord Capon.
Here's to a good bargain.
Oh, I love this. We're gonna marry Capon. We're gonna marry him off. You bastard. Dude, this was easy peasy, papa. Easy peasy. Alrighty. And we ended up making a good friend of our brother. Where is he? Where is the bastard? Oh, he's right here.
Gentlemen,
John of
I think we
Liechtenstein.
can raise our goblets to the successful conclusion of the negotiations.
Is this supposed to be your secret weapon?
Like I said, miracles happen where you least expect them. Tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin, what news do you bring us?
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Waldstein and Sir Bocek of Kunstad will support our cause.
Both of them. Good heavens, what did you promise them?
This is going to be a long story, and I could use a drink. So if you'll excuse me, my lords?
The fuck? Oh.
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed.
Capon.
And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
Yes. And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the Balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours. They'll give you coin.
The Kutnauses are still loyal to King Wenceslaus, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
Damn!
My niece, Yitka, will take Lord
I want to see him. What? Oh, this makes me so happy. So happy. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so funny.
We'll set out immediately.
Oh Jesus, that's too funny.
We will be back within 3 weeks.
Now, those are words worthy of a nobleman.
Oh, that is absolutely amazing.
I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
We'll have to see if Alder is convinced by our brother. Oh, was I supposed to talk to him? Maybe I missed talking to him. I was rushing. Did I miss that part? Because he said nothing from... Ah, shit. Okay. God damn it. Okay, whatever. Well, we did what we could. I need to pay more attention. Sometimes I just rush through, you know?
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere, point them to the Jewish quarter, and give them free rein to do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wencesla's side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see, all you have to do is make sure the city rebel get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylenders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's protector?
I like his
You're
armor.
A bunch of incompetent sycophants.
Is that what we have?
Chicken shits. Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
I apologize, sire. I'll do everything in my power to...
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None. I therefore placed the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now.
Other
You
brothers.
were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets. And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed. But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results, And you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. No one else.
Órale. He's a tyrant. For sure.
The council is dismissed. You don't go anywhere, boy.
Boy.
Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Between the two of us, Marquardt.
Oh, finally saved.
Was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly. We have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you were harsh, but rightfully so. These counselors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here.
Where are we, by the way? Oh, we're in this. Okay.
He would be intolerably
That's right.
self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the King's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm. Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year. We have concerns, friend. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries? They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago. Thank you. It is a good year.
Shit. We're gonna be drunk. We're gonna be suffering for a
We
while.
would have been astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslas' reign brought to us. With a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place, and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the
I cannot look down.
and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass, and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace at least among themselves. Jobst does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp's nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
But the wine is good here. To your health, Marquardt. And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king.
Thank you, sire. You are too magnanimous.
Why? You did a good job. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, your majesty.
Well, maybe he's a good dude after all, huh?
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it.
So let's see. Prokop of Luxembourg, Otto von Bergdorf, Was a notable Czech nobleman of tourism in a region who was probably according to servant Bergen. While canceled, there was active opposite King Wenceslaus IV. During Wenceslaus the foreign president of Vienna, Otto held the position of the highest provincial chamberlain. But trusted him with Hungarian King Sigismund of Luxembourg. In his role, he was responsible for tasks such as collecting taxes. Men include Biela, blah 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 blah. Okay. And Otto, so Otto the Third, and then Otto the Fourth, von Berberg. Okay, so his son. And then Sigismund. Sigismund of Luxembourg, son of Charles the Fourth, and his fourth wife Elizabeth of Pomerania, was given and Croatia the king of Germany, Bohemia, and Lombardy. His upbringing at the Hungarian court taught him that the hard rules, rules of politics. After his abolition in Hungarian nobility, he hardened towards them and tried to increase the prestige of by gaining the imperial title of his brother Wenceslas IV. Sigmund was never was rather positively received by the Bohemian nobility. However, some of them continued to support Wenceslas IV, which led to the prolonged military conflict. Sigmund, with the help of Bohemia and Moravian lords, an army reinforced by Cuman mercenaries, led Bohemia in an attempt to destroy Wenceslas Islas. Eventually, however, he was forced to retreat back to Hungary to suppress a noble rebellion. He entered Bohemian history as an erudite, pragmatic rule. He acted as a defender of Christianity against the expanse of Ottoman Empire. After the death of his brother, he fought against the Hussite uprising, which, what the fuck? We cannot continue reading. Oh, to the side? Nope. Oh, interesting. We cannot read anymore. Okay. Sir Ulrich. Oh, Sir Band. Okay. He was a headman. Okay, nice. And we have Jansiska, Jobst, Jon Skolob, Katarine. The determined helper of Jansiska is the most fictional character. Okay. Although women bearing his name, this name played important roles in Shiska's life. Okay. This case, whether as a fictional character inspired by two different persons with the same name, the both the same. Okay. But he, Kobila, Human, Royal Herman of Wenceslas, Rosa, Sigismund, her Hanush of Lipa. Okay. Oh, Charles IV, the Dry Devil. Bavarian name Hinde Gisovsky of Kunstad. He was a British soldier who became famous for robbing knights during the war. Okay. So a lot of these are true, eh? Hans Capon. Jan Prashek. Jon Capon, Jan Prashek, son of Jan Prashek and Heida of Duba. After the death of his father, Jan Jesek, the Lord of Lipa, Uncle Henry, his son, his brother, became his guardians. After his imprisonment, Master Jan. He signed a petition in his defense in the Helsing Wars. However, he initially sided with the League of the Lords against the Holstein manual battles. Apparently, due to the influence of his close neighbors, he was a Lord of a trial in Polna. He acquired a time of his guardians only in 1412. Position provincial, unlike historic persecutors. However, we took the poetic license of making Hans Capon a 20-year-old man in our game. Okay. Well, most famous and controversial figures of Czech history, the man who became the face of the Hussite uprising. Unfortunately, only the last 6 years of his life are thoroughly documented. We know that he lost an eye his youth and that, okay, Siska served in the sabotage onto a certain Matthew, the leader, okay, into a certain Matthew and made a living about it. When he was later arrested and sentenced. So this is amazing. I didn't know that this was based on real history of Hungary and Czech and Eastern Europe. Interesting. Okay. We have nothing about Wenceslas, I guess, because we haven't met him. So no entries in the index. In the codex, I mean.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Odorin, we can handle Ruthard easily.
We're definitely suffering here. Oh my god, look at those. We have 3 perks that we haven't even checked. Yeah, we're definitely minus. We're definitely in pain right now because of our I need to drink. Alright, you will be able to pray at shrines across similar places. If you do so, you will receive a buff that can protect you from mortal injury and combat restore 25 of your health. The effect lasts 12 hours. Okay. Medicine, the effect healing poisons will be 20% stronger. When dealing with guards, your speech and charisma will count as 2 higher, and total fine will be 20% lower. Contemplative, as long as you remain still, your energy and nourishment will lose much lower. You will improve faster in the skill of survival and alchemy. So, if we remain still, interesting. Okay. I don't know this one. I don't know. This one's I don't care too much. Stealth I do for sure. If there's issues for you, they'll give up sooner. There you are, ordinary man. People will forget your crimes you committed more quickly and also reduce the chance of guards wanting to search you. Oh, we need that one. You're not wearing very heavy armor. You can no, we cannot. Escape artists. If someone is unsuccessful in their search for you, they'll give up a little sooner. Fleeing shadow. When you're wanted for a crime, you gain +5 stealth and 3 on bonus ability, making it easier to escape. Oh shit. And also reduce the chance of guards waiting to search you. I like Fleeting Shadow, but I also like this one. Let's do this one for now, and then we'll do Fleeting Shadow next. We're not done growing, you know. Alright, Hidden Pockets. The guard searches, there's 3% chance they'll find stolen. Using one-handed weapon in stone will deal so much damage. The effect is also applies to the wield of storage. Okay. If you're wanted for a crime, you gain bonuses of 3 stealth and warfare. Effect is 120% seconds. After several people are lock or you gain a 2% chance theory stealth. The effects last for now until the break lock you. Stamping ground. When you're in human settlement under your stealth kill count for 3 higher. Wow. Trafficker. Stolen items in your inventory will lose their stolen status a quarter faster. Jesus. Okay. I think I like this one. Alright. I think one of the things that bugs me the most is that things just stay stolen forever. Okay. Mutt is hating us because, well, we haven't even interacted with him in forever.
After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the King Redwhite.
Oh, by the way, oh Jesus.
No. We shall have white.
Andor is out. I already watched the first 2 episodes.
Quickly.
Can't wait to see the 3rd one, so I want to finish this stream today.
Will follow.
I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
If need be, we could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
But to bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
Guards, throw him out. Send someone who can pour wine.
What?
What kind of a donkey have they sent me? Are you
What?
only deaf or completely stupid as well?
What?
I've never been so ashamed in my life.
What? They were not asking for wine or anything. What? What happened? We lost something. Oh shit. Wait, no. Oh, I was too quick to do that. Damn it. When was the last time?
The 2 of us, Marquette. Was I not perhaps too harsh on them?
Oh, Jesus. Jesus! Anyway, let's do this real quick before anything else. Okay. I don't know what happened. I don't know what the hell happened. Stealth. Well, we're doing Ordinary Man. And then for thieving, we were doing Trafficker. Okay.
We have had enough.
Sire, you were harsh, but
Rightfully so. These councillors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to
I cannot even get him to fucking speak faster. God damn it.
He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the king's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm. Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year. We have concerns, friend. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries? They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago. Thank you. It is a good year. If our father were still alive, he would have been astonished by the message
God damn it.
the few years of Wenceslas' reign brought to us. With a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place, and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass, and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace at least among themselves. Jobst does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
Now I'm fucking paranoid.
But the wine is good here. To your health, Margaret. And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king.
Thank you, sire. You are too magnanimous.
Why? You did a good job. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, Your Majesty.
Well, that motherfucker won't let me give him a drink, so technically there's nothing I can do.
We need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the consul was meeting, Odorin won't give you any more.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Odorin, we can handle Ruthard easy. Rabosh will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine, boy.
No, we shall have white.
Oh shit.
We have had enough of red.
Oh shit, okay.
Quickly! If Rabosh falls, others will follow.
I think von Berger.
If need be, we could use it to raise this town hall too.
Oh shit, I fucked up.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
God damn it. I fucked up again. So we need to start again? Ah!
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
Gods, throw him out.
God damn it.
Send someone.
Ah. No fucking way, dude. Oh, Jesus. Okay. This is the hardest minigame. The hardest minigame of all the games. I want to do this because otherwise I'll forget. It's okay. I don't care that we have to do it multiple times. Hopefully you guys won't mind either.
Margaret, was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly. We have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you are harsh, but rightfully so. These councillors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the king's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm. Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year. We have concerns, friend. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries? They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago. Thank you. It is a good year. If our father were still alive, he would have been astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslas' reign brought us. With a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place, and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
I don't remember how many times I have to put in red.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass and relinquished that
There's no need for it. I'm gonna remember this fucking speech forever.
Found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace, at least among themselves. Jobst does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more. And get a couple more lords on my side. Then and Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
But the wine is good here. To your health, Margaret. And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king.
Thank you, sire. You are too magnanimous.
Why? You did a good job. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, your majesty.
Okay. Then we're ready with the white.
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the consul was meeting, Otto von Berghoff and his men set out for Raposh. Alderich won't give you any
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Odin, we can handle Ruthard easy. Rabosh will be
I have this growth in my hands.
After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine.
No, we shall have white. We have had enough of red.
White it. Quickly. If Rabosh falls, others will follow.
I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use.
Hopefully this time. Otherwise, I'll just let it go.
We could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
But to bring it here to the square and point
Oh,
at the city hall,
the freaking cannon.
those psychopaths would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right.
We made it.
So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us? So that you shall have something to tell your children and grandchildren.
Of course.
To victory, sire.
To today's, and those of the future.
Okay. So who the hell is Rabosh? I keep forgetting. Oh, it's our host, right? Okay, hopefully. Who are we? Are we... Oh, we're drunk. Of course we are. Okay. But I think it's time for us to call it quits for today. We can continue tomorrow with this story. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to... over 1 minute. Hangover passes 50% faster. Will heal you 2 times faster. Okay. Alright, I think it's time to quit. Yep, we're still in the quest. Alright, we will save and quit here. And then we'll come back tomorrow and finish up. Oh my god, the story is definitely getting very interesting right now. I don't know if this means that we're reaching... I doubt that we're reaching the end. There's still so many things that are happening. But whatever it is, it's super, super interesting and cool. So we'll continue with this part of the story until it kind of like plays out a little bit. And then if we do get a chance, we'll go back to doing some side quests and kind of like, you know, continue with building that part of the game, which is also pretty amazing. But for now, amigos, I think we're just going to say, como siempre decimos, cuando nos veamos, así nos saludamos. Thank you for watching. Thank you for visiting. Please don't forget to like. Don't forget to follow us. And leave comments. You know, let us know if you like what we're doing. I say we, you know, I mean the royal we, obviously. But, you know, as always, enjoy your evening. And we will see you mañana. For now, adiós, hasta luego, y bye.